No, no. I sometimes think, especially when I was very involved with green issues, as if the experts take delight in saying, in publishing, well, every year the area about the size of Belgium has been lost. The tropical rainforest area about the size of Belgium has been lost. I think they take delight in that, reading out the doom story, right? Instead of doing something dramatically and radically, right? There needs to be something radical and dramatic. There needs to be more value. That which is being done in terms of trying to preserve and conserve the forest is too small scale for it to be effective. You cannot take a forest area, right, and develop a conservation and preservation program for it. But let us say 1,000 square miles at most. In most cases, less than that, right? And you take it, you develop conservation programs without developing political, economic, educational program for the whole country. Just will not work. Because if people need to eat, people in the tropical rainforest, they are mainly subsistence farmers, using centuries-old slash-and-burn farming methods. If they need to eat, they're going to make intrusion into that forest. Now, if the government needs to survive as a modern entity, they're going to give permission to use the forest resource for logging. So, except you make radical and dramatic moves, for example, what is being denounced now, I believe in it, the wise use of biotechnology, right, to increase food that will be produced in lands that have already been denuded, secondary forests, so that the farmers need not go into the few remaining forests that are there, that are virgin, or at least secondary, a little bit forests that are not too completely destroyed. Right? We need to think in those terms, right? Radical and dramatic. For now, I think we're playing intellectual games. We're in a little classroom, in a little clubs. We are not being holistic. So I can hardly think anywhere. Not. I was in Nigeria when the war escalated in Liberia. Me and my principal colleague, he's now in the U.S., right? It's called Ronnie Circle. We started Green Love together. We moved down to Nigeria. That was in 1990. In 1991, Green Love got a contract to produce a magazine for the Cross River National Park. That is the Cross River State. It borders with Cameroon. There's a forest there, and there's a forest in Cameroon, Korup National Park, where the Prince Philip and Prince Charles had visited. Now, we were there. That's a few remaining forests of the whole of Nigeria. Logging was going on. I went to Nigeria last year. Logging has intensified in that place. The forest has been destroyed. In Sierra Leone, even by 1989, there was a WWF guy who was here in Sierra Leone. The WWF guy went to Liberia, made a presentation in the British High Embassy in Liberia, and said Sierra Leone had lost by 1989 87% of its forests. Our forests have almost been completely destroyed. Even when you go to where there's now the forest reserve, it's disgraceful. You almost think it's not a tropical rainforest area. Only stunted trees are there. All those things you used to see in tropical rainforests, the tall trees, the creepers, all there, you hardly see it even in a tropical reserve area. That's what's happening. We're still having commercial logging going on for export.